defendant still has a pending charge in an upcoming trial, so we will not be answering any questions at this time. We appreciate the service rendered by the jurors in this case. The trial took longer than anticipated, and throughout they were diligent and attentive. On behalf of all in law enforcement, we extend our sympathies to the family and friends of Lizzi Marriott. We all wanted to bring her home, but were unable to do so. Throughout this lengthy trial, and during the pendency of this case, the Marriott family has exhibited dignity, perseverance, determination, and patience. This trial was the final product of a truly joint law enforcement effort in attempting to find Lizzi Marriott and in bringing those who committed crimes against her to justice. In particular, we would like to acknowledge the work performed by the Dover Police Department, the New Hampshire State Police, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the police departments of Chester, Portsmouth, and Newington, the University of New Hampshire Police, and the New Hampshire Fish and Game Department. Other law enforcement agencies were involved in various aspects of the investigation as well. In addition, and finally, also, although not involved in the investigative aspects of this case, members of the Strafford County Sheriff's Department, the Strafford County Jail, and the Strafford County Superior Court all did commendable jobs in the various logistical and security aspects that occurred during the course of this trial. Thank you.
Lizzi is gone. We are very grateful that the jury returned a guilty verdict for first-degree murder, because it will keep the convict in prison for the rest of his life. Keeping him off the streets protects the other young women who might have otherwise been additional victims, which is what we had hoped for. Unfortunately, a trial, even with a conviction, cannot console us over the loss of Lizzi. We will always miss her and wonder what could have been. In fact, the trial has been torturous for us. The truth of what happened to Lizzi is horrendous. And every time it has been told, it has reinforced the despair that we feel. Listening to the defense was even worse. Our legal system uses reasonable doubt as one of its checks and balances. One side effect of that is the morally and ethically questionable use of mischaracterizations of a defenseless victim to try to establish reasonable doubt. Blaming a victim who is unable to defend herself is a typical ploy used by defense teams. If you were dead, you cannot correct the mischaracterization. We'd like to thank the jurors for their time and patience for this trial. We empathize with their shock at being thrown into this situation and are grateful that they took on the burden of deciding a verdict. We thank the Attorney General's office for their hard work and support. The 4 weeks here at trial have been a small part of what they have done. Pete, Jeff, Bridget, and many others were available to answer questions, guide us through the process, and provide comfort when we needed it. We will never be able to give the law enforcement community the accolades that they deserve. We are thankful for their efforts and compassion, and are in awe of the character they exhibit every day. Thank you.